Hello, hello everyone. Hold on a sec. How are you, beautiful people? This is Olashola Omio. Wonderful having you guys here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about two brothers. I believe the purpose of the video is the stuff that are happening that I just felt. And this story is actually from Ifa. When you talk about Ifa, it's either from divination or the Ifa verses of Ifa, you see. And so, I mean, most of the time when you have divination made and they are not do come, you arrive at one Odu. For me, a lot of people will probably just do the appeasement, which is good. I mean, that's the whole purpose of you having a divination. But for me, I will always, hi Kemi, how are you, my darling? Ìyá mi, mo ti jáde o. Yeah, jáde láti joy. I am here now. Wonderful to have you guys here. Beautiful people. I've missed you guys so much. It's wonderful to have you here. I came back last week because I was in Germany. A relative, a very, very close cousin, I got married. And so we have people from back home that came to the wedding, and so it was like a family sort of reunion wedding. And so, but I got back over a week ago. That was, that's not an excuse, but I just felt like there's some stuff that was happening, in your I'm sure Kemi knew what I'm talking about. That when I don't like talking about politics and stuff like that. But this is not about politics. When you talk about Sunday Igboho, you see, to me, at first when it started, I mean, when you talk about agitation, I don't like getting into all of these current affairs, what have you. But this is not about current affairs. This is more about my tribe, which I'm very, very proud to say I'm Yoruba. You see, so but when Igbo got into it, we're all proud of him, blah blah blah. But towards the end, when I saw what happened, and you see, I just couldn't, fold my arms anymore, and so and he's always very proud of our yamis. You must often pay our young Oshoronga when young, so that's the mothers are his mother, he's very, very proud of them, ọmọ tó bá fìyàn náà tínú ẹ̀ dùn tó ní wọn bí òbí, àwọn náà wà dúró bẹ̀, wọ́n máa wà bẹ̀ fún náà nígbà ìṣòro, you see. And so even though I came back last week, but because of the event that started with him, I wasn't in the right. I just wanted to see. Oh, I love you, my darling. Oshekemi Yami, thank you so much, baby. I want more shunko. So as I was saying, so today, I believe we good news are starting to come out now, and I know I'm 100% sure that everything will be, he would have his everything that he had lost. Olodumare is I'm not the one that's going to give it back to him. It's Olodumare that would bless him, that would replace, or what's the word, that would bless him or replace whatever it is. I had some people passed on when they came to his house. Obviously, we can't get them back now. They are gone. But I don't know how they will do it. Yeah, but he loves his share. I know, and that was why because you know me, Kemi, I don't like getting all of these current affairs, especially when it has to do with people are fighting. Because I don't want it to be like when you are taking side. That's not the reason why I'm here. You see, but when it comes to Sunday Igboho, it's not about current affairs. It's about Omo Shorongan. Is Omo Nu Agbo ni ko nse Omo Eyin Agbo. You see, so for me it was personal. So, but I'm happy that I believe they released some of his people they arrested from his place the day they went to raid his house. So, and I know, by God willing, Olodumare Otetisheni, he will be released very soon. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ti sọnù, Ọlọ́run á ṣe fún padà. You see. So I'm very happy to be out today. You see, very very happy. I'm in a very very happy mood. So today we're going to be talking about this verse. It's a very interesting story. The one that I believe that we could all learn one or two things. Wisdom is never it's endless. Nobody knows everything. So if you think you know something, by the time you get to someone else, they start to explain what's happening, or if you listen to them, you'll be thinking, oh my god, flipping out. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be kicking in a bit of Yoruba here and there. As you guys are aware that I'm originally from Nigeria, Yoruba to be precise. Very very proud. So I don't mind. But we're going to be talking about Ifa today. I call it from Ifa University. So because the verses of Ifa, like I said earlier on, if you have divination made or reading, an Odu will come out, and then in the process of them translating what that Odu is, the message to you, then that's where the verses comes out. So for me, I always sit down after, it's not only after the Ebo and Ekwisi. Even if I have the divination made for people, I will always sit down later on and, try to just have a reflect on that Ifa, on what that Ifa is actually telling us. So hold on a second. Gabe, come. Sorry, guys. No. So it's my youngest here. Sorry, it's mommy's boy. Mommy's dad, actually. He doesn't like people calling him, I'm not a boy. Sorry, darling. Sorry, you're now, baby. So as I was saying, but this Odifa here is about two brothers. And what happened? Hello, Baba Mfatai Adedeji. Lovely having you guys here. So the Odu is about Ogunda and Irosun. They were two brothers. And in those days, they were priests. You can call them Babalawo, Ifa priests, And so they were called to Olofin. That was the king. Wanted Babalawo to come and have probably every 5 days divination or reading, and so he must have called them, and then so they on their way there, the two brothers. Ogunda and Irosun. So they on getting to Olofin, that was the king. Obviously, the king he had a big compound, and in that compound, if you I believe if you get to any African palace, I don't know, even here in UK, if you go and look at Majesty, Buckingham Palace is massive, and this Olofin king might not be as big as that. But it was still big anyway. So on getting there now, they saw some human heads and want to get beheaded, on the floor. They have been caught up for one offenses or the other. Probably maybe some. Obviously they must have been found guilty of some sort of offense, and it could be. It wasn't said what it was. That it just says that there was a lot of ori. And then so Irosun happened to be a younger brother to the brother, and then he said to the younger brother he said to the brother, that's the senior one, that was the junior one telling the senior one that, what, mommy, that my brother, all of these heads you see on the floor here, I'm sure it's probably not all of them are probably guilty of the offense that were around their head being cut off like this. That the guy that was the younger brother, it was remorseful. It was I believe call it empathy, trying to and probably thinking aloud, that all of these people here, all of these heads on the floor, he said he wasn't sure. He said it was quite 100% that it wasn't all of them that was guilty. That probably there would be some that were innocent, but probably maybe the way the investigation was done, or whatever it is, how everything unfolds. So that was the junior brother, and then Ogunda, the senior one, now told the junior brother to shut up. That they were all criminals. That obviously being the elder, the oldest brother, so he sort of like shut him down. That shut up. why are you going on like that? Why are you feeling pity for them? They are all criminals. They deserve to be, their head to be cut off like that. In fact, if they could have done something worse than that before cutting off their heads, that probably would be better off. Anyway, so the two brothers now, they had heated argument about this, the incident. So the problem was I've been going back and forth. The junior brother saying, no, that's not, it can't be possible. But now, I mean, come on, but I'm sure probably didn't say like that. But anyway, they had that argument, but then they still went on to Olofin. That was the king. They now went to the palace. On getting to Olofin Palace, they welcomed them, and Olofin told them that he had gotten a ram for appeasement of his ancestor in the morning. So now that was Olofin, that was the king. So on getting to the king now, the king said to them that look, he had a ram outside, for appeasement for his ancestors the following morning, and maybe after everything that's been done, they could help him to offer some prayers and blah blah blah. So that was the plan at night. So I believe after that, they must have been shown into their quarters where they were going to be spending the night at Olofin's compound. That was the king. So at night, Irosun went. That was junior brother now. So this is where it get interesting. Everybody going, when I first heard about this verse, this is an area that I will sit down to just reflect on it and thinking, flipping hell, this could have, I only God know how many people this would have happened to, and then so the junior brother now got up in the middle of the night and went outside and removed that ram. That was the Olofin, the king's ram, the one that he planned to use the following morning to appease his ancestors. So that was tied down. So the junior brother now went outside and sneaked outside and removed that ram to somewhere else. So what he now did was the junior brother he killed a rooster, maybe a live chicken or something, and then put its blood, so killed that rooster and put his blood from where he removed the ram, so to where his senior brother was sleeping. So that was now the junior brother. So after removing the ram, he now went and must have only got nowhere to the ram, and but then go a rooster as a chicken or something and kill that rooster, and then put the blood from where he removed the ram to the trail of it to just where his senior brother was sleeping. Maybe the room where they probably had a separate bed, separate room for that night. So he just, that trail of the blood, he went from where the ram was tied down all the way to where the senior brother was sleeping. So after doing that, he now went back to his room and pretended as if he was still sleeping as well. So now in the morning, now, Olofin started looking for the ram. That was the king. Now this is the king. It take no nonsense king. If you're found guilty, your head will be beheaded, and that's it. Hello, darling. I'll be like, oh, baby, how are you? How are you, baby? Lovely having you here, sweetheart. So as I was saying before seeing my baby there, in the morning, so Olofin started looking for his ram. Where is the ram that I want to use to appease my ancestors? You see, who took the ram, blah, blah, blah. And then they told him to, they traced the blood, that so some of the other servant or slave or whatever. So they came and told the king that, look, they have been able to trace a blood from where the ram was tied down to Ogunda. That was senior brother, the room where he was sleeping. So which means, it applies that he must have killed that ram, and then, well, the trail of the blood led to the room where he passed the night. So even though they didn't find the ram in the room with him, but they probably think, well, maybe he moved the ram somewhere during the night. But the blood, as far as they're concerned, that was the blood from the ram. So what to report to you see. So so now the king, this is the king Koron, Ogunda was accused of stealing the ram, and Olofun ordered his guard to kill him. So from where they could find out that, look, Mr. Man, just don't say any rubbish here. We could see the trail of the blood from where the ram was tied down. All the blood all the way to your room. Why didn't it go to anybody's other? Why didn't it come to my room? Why didn't it go to the king? Or this is a big compound. How come it was only your room that the trail of the blood are? So after all said and done, the king found him guilty and said they should go and kill him. Because this is a king that he doesn't take any nonsense. Even if you steal his rat, you say they will ask them to go and kill you. Anyway, so the Ogunda now was accused of stealing, and he said they should go and kill him. When Ogunda was about to be killed, you see, now, hi darling, oh, lovely having you here, baby. So when the senior brother was about to be killed now, don't forget the junior brother was around while all of this was happening. So he probably saw where the guards, they were all looking for the ram, eventually traced the blood. Don't forget, it was the one that put it there. So, and then from when the king found him guilty, and from when they were about to kill him, now the junior brothers now came out, was about to be killed. Can you see now? I think here, as sad as it is, but he was trying to prove a point, to his senior brother that, look, not all you don't judge a book by the cover. Just because it looks like that, that doesn't mean that's exactly. He was trying to prove to him that those heads that he saw on the floor, that he said, look, my brother, this is sad. Look at all these people. He said he's probably sure that not all of them were guilty. He didn't say they were all innocent, you see. But he was talking that, look. So from that, I believe that was why he had this sort of plan for his brother. Anyway, when the brother was about to be killed, now the junior brother came out and said to him in the presence of everyone that, can you see life now? But he was talking to his bigger brother that, look, can you see life now? Yesterday I told you that not all the heads found at the entrance of this community that were real criminals. You see, Irosun said to his brother that, you said they were all criminals. Can you see now that you are about to be killed for the offense that you did not commit? You see, so, and then everyone they were asking that, okay, what do you mean by that? Blah blah blah. That's the blood. And then he said, no. He now told them what happened from when they first got to the palace, the two of them, and then he now went to where only God know where he was. He put the ram and brought the ram out and said, look, he just wanted to prove a point to his brother that, look, just now, if I didn't say anything, your head would have been chopped off. You see, you'll be a gunner, but for an offense you didn't commit, because while you were sleeping, I was the one that actually went to where the ram was tied down, and I removed that ram from there, and only God knows where he took it, and got a rooster and killed that rooster, and the trail of the blood all the way from where the ram was tied down to the entrance of the room where the brother, the senior one, was sleeping, so that when people wake up in the morning, he said they will think that you stole the ram. Only God knows what you did with it, but because they couldn't find the ram in your room now, but the trail of the blood is all leading from where the ram all the way to your room. It wasn't going to anybody's room, so you must have wology only, So the brother was said to him that, look, that was what he was trying to explain to him yesterday. That, look, if he didn't come out now and say, look, this is the situation of things, that you would have been killed. Your head will be chopped off just like that. And you didn't actually steal the ram. I took it. You see. So there, he brought the ram out, and then the king was saying, "Oh, well, I'm flipping now, Going on, he doesn't really care. As soon as he's got his ram back, and they still went on to do their babalawo's work that they came to do at the at the Olofin's palace. So I think the lesson learned from this verse of Odifa, that's why I said University of Ifa. You see, each and every time that I do a video like this. Hi Barry, hi baby, lovely having you guys here. Oh, that's my brother Barry there. Where is Ojimo? I've not seen him though. I don't know if he's around or not. Lovely have you guys here. And you know, sorry, I can't mention. I can see you, beautiful people there. Lovely people. Lovely have you guys here. So, so the lesson I think of the verse, you see, if this maybe it came out in a reading for somebody, you see, and they're probably going to be the situation that they are in. I'm fine, my brother. I'm just doing fine. You know, I'm doing okay now. You know, but the event of last 1 week or so, you know, I wasn't doing okay then. But you know, things are looking up now. Lovely have you here. Anyway, so as I was saying, is that when we I think I will come out here today and talk about this. You know, that we're so quick to judge people, to judge situation, and you know, and most time and just condemn people and write people off, just one glance and that's it. You know, so that we, you know, I thought I'd come out here that you know, probably should, you know, always take like a few minutes to look at the, you know, other side of the coin. That look, hold on a second. This thing, you know, is it too, you know, it might be too good to be true, you know, or could it be other side to it, or could it, you know, so that just so that we're not too quick to judge people, or you know, to condemn people. Even as we speak, do you know how many people that are in jail somewhere, or some people that have been killed, you know, for something they knew nothing about, or some are being persecuted right now for something that they shouldn't happen. You see, when you think about Igboho, I'm going to use that as an example also. You see, if it's the Fulani people they are killing, is a Yoruba tribe, you know, stuff are not equal. You know, how can I be like a second-class citizen in my home country, you know, in my motherland? You see, and this has been going on for decades and, you know, years and years, you know. So for him coming out to say, look, hold on a second. You see, we see all our I don't want to mention people's name here, but we see all our fathers and all these senior people that are, you think they are, that's the purpose of them being there, to stand up for us, and then, you know, but no one was saying anything. You see, this guy, very young guy, I mean, what he did, if were other people, they would just look the other way, because he doesn't need the money. It's okay. His wife, his kid, he's got money, you know, to live on for the rest of his life. His kids, they've got more than enough. So he could have looked the other way and say, look, no need yawa, I don't need all this problem. And you know, but he didn't do that. He stood up and then walking on Shefun, you know, and then one night he just went to his house, and then they came with all these battalions of soldiers, and then, you know, start shooting, you know, like a, you know, even you can't do that in the animal kingdom, you know, start shooting randomly, you know, in a big town, you know, and eventually they were able to get into the house, you know, and you see they killed 2 people. They took about, was it 12 of them off. This Igbo, he only God knew how he survived, you see. And then, you know, that's just an example of you know, how somebody can, you know, it's not everything. But when they were looking for him, they said, oh, he's a terrorist, he has done this, he's causing unrest, you know, where they are looking for him, you see. So if you are like somebody that you didn't know the genesis of this story, if you are just reading it or hearing it in the news, you probably think, oh my God, how can someone be so, you know, lawless like that? How can he be what a criminal? You see, maybe because you didn't sort of give enough time to sort of actually know the full story of what actually unfolds, you know, or how things happen. So then one would quick to judge and say, oh, what a criminal. Oh, I hope they catch him soon. You know, we can't have people like that running around. You see, but that's not actually that is far away from the truth. You see, So guys, that's what I'm going to be talking about here. Now to stuff are better. I probably not this weekend. It's going to be upper weekend now, but because it's summertime, I felt the weather is good. You have a longer day, so even when it's 10 o'clock at night, you still can come and do the show. Oh, I won't stop, my darling. I will not stop teaching. I'll do the best that I can. We're all gonna teach each other, because nobody knows everything. You guys, whatever it is that I don't know, then more than happy to. Occasionally, I have people come inbox or and then I'm more than happy. Oh, Alashola, can you talk about this? They'll tell me their experience, blah blah blah. And then I don't mind coming out here and they will talk about it. You see, I see it as a me coming out here. That doesn't mean that because I know better than anyone. No, no, no. It's just the bit that I know. Maybe through my own experience or people that are close to me or from what I learned from University of Life, and I'll come out here and talk about it. You see, but I'm more than happy. It's even more interesting when we can both teach each other. We can both spend time together, quality time like this. It's always good time for me. Always, every time I come on Alashola, when I see you wonderful people, it's almost like a party. The only thing is we don't have wine here. It will be fantastic, So Abby will be saying, "Come here," I will say, "Oh my God, what's mommy going on about now?" Yeah, boys, he's a freedom fighter. That's what it is. He loves his people, and you can tell he's a true son of the soil. You see, he said he couldn't just. He said, how can they be raping his sisters and slaughtering them like animals on their own land, and this is all this is going on, and then no one, it's just people, they just sort of as if they were not in the same country. You see, when you're home now, I mean, there were the days when people are afraid of armed robbers coming in the night. But now you only don't worry about the armed robbers alone. You're worrying about the kidnappers. You're worrying about your family that's going to do black magic on you. You're worrying about come on. So when it stopped being fun going home, because every minute you are looking at yourself. Thank you, my darling. Oluwatoyin. Yami, thank you so much, my darling. Well, I just try to do the best that I can. Lovely have you guys. Oh, Bami Dele, long time. Oh, wonderful people. Happy summertime. I can't say happy weekend. I can say happy midweek. Happy Wednesday. I love you guys so much. You guys are my family. You've got your popcorn. But Kemi, you are the only one eating the popcorn. Now, that's not fair. We should be able to share it together, among us. So that's all I'm going to be talking about here, guys. So I'm definitely going to come on next week, not this weekend now. Probably going to be sometime during the week, because through summertime, I don't, weekdays it's okay. Because when it's winter time, gets dark, and then I thought, let me just do it at the weekend. When my kids and all the children are sorted, I can have the place to myself. I can then, a bit more calmer, so that's, Dotun Odutayo, lovely have you guys here. Actually, people that are aware that I'm a spiritualist, I have my own website, and if you are faced with any spiritual challenges, give us a call at Alashola. We have Ifa here in form of, thank you, my darling, in form of a divination reading. Like I said in the past that we used tarot cards, but I stopped doing that ages ago because tarot card will tell you the problem, not how you're going to solve it. You see, so that's tarot for you. It's going to tell you, oh, someone wants to kill you. You probably knew that already, but it will not going to tell you how you're going to turn the table. How you're going to align yourself with our destiny. That's where Ifa is totally different. Ifa will tell us whatever issue, whatever it is, if you have court case, if it's marital issue, it's stagnation, or even if it's, a sickness, you see, whatever it is, as long as the person is still alive, Ifa is there to, to help us. Ifa will tell us how, when, what happened, and also how we can, whatever is that's gone wrong, how we can correct that. You see, So for me, Ifa is a win-win situation. You know, Ifa never lies. Orunmila is always accurate. You see, you tell us the problem, whatever it is, give us a call at Alashola. And also you can check on my website. It's www.alasholahabspiritual.com. And my address is at the bottom or top of this video. And my WhatsApp number is +44 7480661815. So you know, give us a call. You can send me email also. You see, again, on the website we have a lot of cleansing herbs there. I'm probably going to come out and do a review on each of the product that we have there. You see, very, very effective. Very, very, there's a lot of stuff that are there, the stuff that I've used myself because of life challenges that I've had. You see, like in Yoruba, I want to put the Hausa people. If you said you want to sell them something, they will say to you, okay, this thing you want to sell to me, have you Joti Lori? Have you used it before? Have you had the same challenges? You want to send me a pile, herbs for pile? Have you ever had piles in your life? So if you say no, Hausa will not buy it from you, because they always think that, look, there's nothing like you have a similar experience, then you can sort of understand where they're coming from. You see, so a lot of stuff that are there, before getting to this stage that I am in my life, and I also went through a lot of challenges, hard times, but like I said, whatever happens to us in this life, all lessons, make us stronger. We're meant to. That's why the universe. And then if you happen to have even more harder time than everyone else, it's probably because of your high calling. You see, so you would have much. When you're talking about, wow, even other people, when they hear your story, they're like, what the hell, talopa, taloshe, come on, kilo shele, come by fagon. You see, but it's probably because you have a higher calling, because whatever it is we're going through is training us for something. You see, there's no way the universe will just want you to suffer. And then for people that are thinking or looking at herbs or all this living consciousness, some will say, oh, they are evil, oh, I don't want to use their evil. Yeah, that's your cup of tea. If you don't use it, then you continue to suffer. That's it. You see, because life is either we choose, we're all on a trip here. It's either we want to have an easy trip or hard life. But whatever it is, the universe has provided for us all that we need, to whatever issue that we're facing. The solution is equally around us. Now, if you fail to see that, or because of our belief or something that they put in our head somewhere, the same people that put it in your head, they are using it on one load to one, and then you are just say, I'm not going to use that, then that's your cup of tea. You just continue to suffer. And that will not be our portion, So, and so that's why I will come out here. When you talk about spirituality, it's us. It's how you treat your other human being. It's why you doesn't mean because you go to some religious building 10 times in a week. That doesn't mean you are better than me. You see, when they look inside of you, all you have is evil. You see. So when you talk about being religious is different from being a spiritual person. Spirituality is not about that building or that group of no. It's about what's inside of us. What we give to the world. Who we are when we are by ourselves. How do we see our other human beings? Báwo nínú wa ṣe rí? And that's what the universe look. That's what they see. It's not about all this face service or high service. Because they see you going to a particular building 20 times in a week. That doesn't mean you are. And you still see them, they're all looking wretched as church rats. You see, it's because the universe sees the area where they are hiding. No one is perfect, don't get me wrong. You see, but when we strive to, treat each other the way we would want other, other person to treat us. And then I think for me that's spirituality. And you can go to bed at night, you have your mind clear. You not think, oh my God, I'm going to kill that person. Oh, I hope by now they should like kill him by now. Oh, what the hell is that? You see, so well, no one is. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm far from it. When I lose my temper, don't forget I'm Oshun's daughter. It's like a hurricane. But so everyone, no one is perfect, guys. So I just thought we, come out here, guys. Lovely have you here. So that's the way I'm going to leave it on that note, today. So I'll see you guys next week. The COVID is still very much out there, guys. So let's continue to use our mask. I've got my designer mask from AliExpress. If you see me outside, you will not believe it's Alashola. It has all these tones. You won't believe it. But I'm still serious. Let's stay safe. Continue to observe the precaution. And let's stay safe and hang around for longer. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you so much. Bye bye.